This all happened in 2012 on a rainy November night. I was in high school studying for my then upcoming midterm, but then procrastinated by watching Gintama on a piracy streaming site and playing Flash games. After like 15 minutes, I don't exactly remember because this was a long time ago, but either way, my mum, oh god, it's a Brit writing this. My mum knocked on the door and showed me a small package she picked from our doorstep. I assumed that this is for you, she said. I thanked her and took the package. And then she left. The weird thing about this is that I have no memory of ordering anything from the internet. I opened the package and was given the sight of a PS2 box with a blank cover on it, with the only thing on it being in marker, written the text that said, Hyperdimension Neptunia, Nepgear's Revenge. Ooh boy. I knew nothing about Neptunia at the time, and plus, the PS2 was a dying console anyway. I opened the box and a CD popped out of it somehow, and I picked it up, and guess what? It was blank too, but this time, no weird marker writings. I also happened to have a PlayStation, so I put the CD in it, dying to figure out what the game was all about. There is no intro or anything, just a cutscene showing game industry in ruins as a result of some mystery zombie virus. Nepgear was one of the sole survivors, as most of her colleagues were infected and killed. She hid under a dumpster in a dark alleyway, crouching while armed with an assault rifle. She said something like, "This is all her fault," with no other elaboration. The music was eerie and sounded like something out of The Matrix, but unlike the first Neptunia game, the gameplay style was different. It was styled like a typical first-person shooter akin to Call of Duty. Finally, a Neptunia game for the black audience, I see. However, it still kept the anime visuals. It was simple though. You see some zombie character and you shoot them with your gun. At that point, I was heavily invested in this strange little game. I played and played, wasting God knows how many hours away worth, and forgetting about studying the midterm. It was my personal Coco Melon, oh Jesus Christ. When I finally reached the tower where Neptune, Nepgear's older but shorter sister, was, she was in her goddess form. I was pumped for the boss fight and eventual ending. A dialogue before the fight showed something that could have explained the state of the world they lived in. This is all your fault, Neptune. What do you think our foremothers and forefathers would think of this? My fault? You're the one who initiated this mess in the first place. How did I initiate it when you're the one who suggested the idea? And then the official boss battle begun. Neptune turned into an eldritch, hyper-realistic dragon-like creature and shot electric balls from her mouth with the intent to target her own little sister. I dodged the balls and kept shooting her, but every time the health bar went down as long as I shot her, it went up when I didn't do anything. I struggled and struggled to try to defeat Dragon Neptune, but I had to keep going to win this game. After a long struggle, Neptune was finally defeated, but the death animation was gruesome. The dragon for some reason inflated and her eyes lit bright until she exploded. There was hyper-realistic green gooey blood spurting everywhere, causing Nepgear to cough hyper-realistic red blood as she was falling sick. Nepgear's skin turned pale, her hair was thinning and falling out of her head, and her eyes and mouth became dry. Damn, all this from a fucking PS2 game? And she quickly collapsed onto the floor, with her eyes rolled up and blood running from her eyes, nose, and mouth before the game cut to black. I was in straight disbelief of what I had just played. I contacted both Compile Heart and Idea Factory about this game via email, and they both said that they had no involvement with this game and had no idea where it came from. It's been almost 12 years now, and I still wonder where that game came from and why it was created to begin with. I do believe there's an answer that I want to get deep into, but for now I have to focus on my own dilemmas. Well, I am one more shitty story away from blowing my fucking brains out, my god.